Starting with the name of Allah, the most merciful and beneficent. Today I am sharing GDB solution of Sociology 404.
Our GDB question is: urbanization has not remained a recent trend. Over last 2 decades, internal migration from villages and small cities have increased the number of urbanities. This urbanization trend has given birth to many issues for cities. In your opinion, what is the core issues of cities that has emerged out of urbanization in Pakistan, and how can we combat this issue?
So let's start. Urbanization. Urbanization is moving societies from rural areas to urban areas. It refers to change in the pattern of living. Over the past few years, Pakistan had the highest urbanization rate in South Asia. According to the United Nations Population Division, nearly 50% of Pakistan's population will be living in cities by 2025. The lack of proper regulatory authorities and laws has caused problems with population management in Pakistan. Policymakers have identified several problems causing urbanization and are conducting further research for the development of effective plans. The following are some of the major issues. Water. Major problems of urban development in Pakistan. According to an International Monetary Fund (IMF) report, Pakistan is the third most water-stressed country in the world. More than 80% of the population is facing water scarcity. Water availability in Pakistan has decreased from 5,229 cubic meters per individual in 1962 to only 1,187 cubic meters per individual in 2017. According to the Pakistan Institute of Developing Economics, PIDE, water use in Pakistan increased by 0.7% per year from 1977 to 2017, while water resources remained stagnant at 246.8 billion cubic meters. The biggest challenge to this acute water shortage problem is the rapidly growing population and urbanization. Moreover, the water supply in most of Pakistan's major cities lasts for only 4 to 16 hours per day, and that is only for 50% of the population. We should make dams to store the water of monsoon raining that we use in need space. Transportation issues. With urbanization comes a demand for a mass transit system that can help people move from one place to the other. Karachi, being the largest city in Pakistan, has a high demand for public transport systems. Transportation is one of the biggest problems of urban development in Pakistan. In the last few years, roads have been upgraded in many big cities. However, the infrastructure for the mass transit system still does not exist. Big cities like Lahore, Islamabad, Multan, Karachi are arranging metro bus services to cope this issue. Health. In poor urban areas, due to unmanaged population and fewer healthcare facilities, malnutrition and child mortality are major problems. It is mainly because of pollution and poor sanitation in these areas. Being one of the biggest problem of urbanization in Pakistan. The data from the World Bank shows that the health expenditure per capita in Pakistan was $39 in 2019. This is well below the limit of health expenditures per capita set by the World Health Organization, WHO. So, with rising urbanization, health problems are coming to the surface and creating more serious threats for the urban population. Government is increasing healthcare centers at the small town levels to facilitate citizens. Educational issues. Although urban areas have higher student enrollment and better learning outcomes, close to 10% of children in Lahore, Karachi and Peshawar remain out of school. From 2001 to 2014, the share of primary enrollment in urban private schools rose from 25% to 40%. Moreover, there seems to be an inverse relationship between public schooling and city size. In small cities, approximately 35% of all children aged 5 to 9 are enrolled in government schools. In capital cities, that figure drops to 22%. The continued preference for private schools reflects the low quality of government schools in urban areas. While all private schools have basic facilities, drinkable water and toilets, the absence of educational and health facilities in smaller cities pushes people towards big cities, where service delivery becomes increasingly stressed as the urban population grows. We should give the basic facilities to governmental schools to maintain higher standards of both education and sports. Poor housing quality and affordability. According to the 2017 census, Pakistan has a housing stock of 32.2 million, of which 39% is urban. House ownership in urban areas is unequal as only the top income holders can afford decent and affordable houses. In major cities, such as Karachi, Lahore, Rawalpindi, and Faisalabad, most of the population is living in rented houses or apartments. According to a report from the State Bank of Pakistan, the urban population in all the major cities of Pakistan currently faces a shortfall of approximately 10 million houses of its actual demand. The rising demand for houses by nuclear families is putting pressure on the housing sector. Government should make a long-term policy to address this issue. The end. Subscribe our channel and click on bell icon for next informative videos.